Alright, the title of my sermon is Finished or Not. About 2 years ago, I was sitting in the youth service listening to a preacher preach about ways that you can witness to your school. Well, that night I was praying and God gave me a vision to preach to the entire football team. See, in the town I come from, football is everything. I go to a huge 5A school where the football boys are the most important kids in our school. And more than half of them, I wouldn't guess, have any kind of relationship with God. So, great idea, right? You see, the only problem was I never did it. I, like many others, got scared, and I began letting Satan put all these thoughts in my head that I couldn't do it, and I thought of every single thing that could go wrong. I thought of being embarrassed, of being made fun of them not receiving it and not liking it, and I completely talked myself out of it. And it's something I've regretted ever since, because the only reason I did was because I listened to the lies Satan was feeding me. You see, that's why I'm here today. I want to tell you how to finish the dreams God has placed in your heart. I heard a quote once by a guy named Clawson A that said, "In order to finish, you must first start." See, when I heard this quote, I started thinking about all the things you had to do in order to finish something. The first, of course, will be to start it. You see, the reason why most people don't end up starting something is because they spend too much time trying to prepare and plan and get ready, when what they should do is just give it to God and let Him jump in there for you. You see, because when we start taking that time to get ready and planning, that's when Satan has time to put those thoughts in our head. Those thoughts which bring doubt and make us think we're not ready to do what God wants us to do. When the truth is, we don't have to be ready because we have a ready God. You see, let me say that one more time. We don't have to be ready because we have a ready God. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit your actions to the Lord and your plans will succeed." You see, instead of trying to prepare and you trying to get yourself ready, commit everything you're doing to God and let Him take it over. Jump in faith and know that He has everything under control and that you don't have to prepare yourself. And that is when the devil won't have time to put those thoughts in your head because you're completely committed to God. You see, the second thing you will need to do to finish something is remain steadfast. One thing about visions is we tend to get in the middle of them and we quit before our dreams can come alive. In James 1:12, it says, "Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial." Steadfast means unwavering, persistent, and committed. You see, sometimes when people are carrying out their dreams, they get to the middle and they get to a point where they think finishing it is a million miles away, and so they just give up. But as James said, a person who remains steadfast will be blessed. You see, you're going to run into opposition. You're going to run into bumps in the road. But that just means that you have big dreams. Because if your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough. So when you go through these trials, that's the most important time to stay grounded in your faith and steadfast in your prayer. Now, of course, as you probably guessed, the last step is finish it. But what does it mean to finish a dream God has given you or be finished with it? You see, I don't believe that God is actually finished with you, but is moving you to new places. You see, God's not going to get you started on this dream and then say, "Okay, you're done, you can go home now." No, He's going to bring someone new in that place to do what you can't do. And He's going to begin leading you in different directions, giving you new dreams, giving you new visions, and leading you to places that you would never expect to be. Always know that God is never going to be finished with you, but He will constantly be working in your life, giving you new dreams, giving you new visions, and leading you in places He needs His work done. In closing, I want to share a quote with you by Anatole France that says, "To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe." Thank you.